Looks like we've got some wrestling fans in the house tonight. Will the Quadfather be back? Will it be King Giat again? Or perhaps we're going to visit a new location with its own referee. Hello, Elvin. Hello, MTI. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes. Experimenting with putting some background sound here so that as the stream starts up, it's not an empty place devoid of any sound. You should be hearing at least a bass line or something. I would not try to make it loud. It is, it's tuned down. Step away for 1 minute, and then we're going to get started. Fans of Tellah, don't go anywhere. Tellah's in the first match. Fans of Sid, don't go anywhere because Sid is in the first match. All right, I think it's about time we've got this night of Final Fantasy Pro Wrestling kicked off. Time to see who's going to square off against who. If you've read the title, you know that a visit to Milon's Maniacal mansion is in the offing. We'll see what that means. But here we go. I'll see you in a moment. We'll check out the card. Final Fantasy Pro Wrestling. That's right, we're back again after a week off. Time to return to the world of Final Fantasy Pro Wrestling, this world full of our favorite Final Fantasy IV characters, the major ones, the minor ones, the good ones, the bad ones, the chocobos. There is a chocobo on the starting graphics. We'll see if that has anything to do with tonight. So take a look at our card here. I did say fans of Sid and Tellah, they would be in the first match, and they are. They're teaming up tonight to go up against Rubicante and Valvalis. These are two teams on either side of this match who recently have had one-on-one bouts against their teammates. Sid and Tellah is more of a warm-up, and if you have been watching the last few weeks, you do know that Rubicante and Valvalis faced off for the championship title, and Rubicante held on, retained the title, and we think all is well with the elements stable at this point. You know, the competition was had, it was hard fought. Valvalis had her chance, but she came up short, so she's now teaming up once again with Rubicante, and yes, it will be a tough match for Sid and Tellah. As usual, we will be wagering your channel points, your synth waves on these matches, so you can start thinking about where you might want to spend your bucks and see if you can earn some of those points. Balnab, you might notice, is going up a weight class or 2 or 3 as he fights against folks who aren't dwarves. He's going to take on the thickly built and heavily armored turtle Kainazzo. Balnab has dominated the dwarves, both solo and in a 1v2, and now it's time to see if he can go against someone who is, I'm going to say, real wrestler. I'm so sorry, Clobber and Jobber, but Kainazzo might actually put up a fight against Balnab, so we'll do one of those. And it's been a little while since we've had a 3-way match. We're going to have a 3-way with Yang and Rydia and relative newcomer Kary. This will be a match where first fall wins it, not elimination, so we'll see how well that goes for these 3 wrestlers. Will they work with each other at various times to break up pinfalls? We'll see how that goes. We will have an Evil Wall challenge. No hiding it tonight. No sneakiness. The Evil Wall challenge will simply be the other half of Kary's tag team, her partner, Ipe Girl, or EG as we call her. Kary, as you may recall if you watched last week, put up the worst ever time in the Evil Wall challenge, lasting only 3 minutes, 3 seconds. Tellah, the only one, Tellah basically breathing a sigh of relief that he is no longer at the literal bottom of the list. Now he's in second to last place with his 342. And then these last 2 items on the card tonight are linked. At the bottom, we're going to visit Milon's Maniacal Mansion. I'm not sure if I should have named that something better that I'm going to have to say over and over again, but we'll call it that for now. We'll see if it evolves over time. And the match before that will have something to do with who gets the invite to the mansion. We'll talk more about that when we get there. But for now, it's time to jump right in with our first match of the night, tag team match. Sid and Tellah versus Rubicante, our current heavyweight champion, holder of the Gauntlet title belt, and his protege, Valvalis. Let's get this one started. Here they are, good buddies, Tellah and Sid, strong competitors. I think each of them helped the other one out, getting out of their funk. And here we are, yes, we are in the Chocobo ring tonight, and there is our new referee, the yellow Chocobo. We'll see how the Chocobo calls this one, but we are in the Chocobo Forest in the arena they made, and here comes half of our elements, terrifying Rubicante wearing his title belt, and the lean, mean, tall, and strong Valvalis. Fearsome tag team. I'm going to pause this once they finish making their entrances, and you can start thinking about who you're going to wager on. Will Barbaricha get one of her opponents into that spin that she just gestured for? While this is paused, gaze into the eyes of the yellow Chocobo referee. All right, let's start a brand new prediction. Who wins? Tellah and Sid, or the elements? You got your 1 minute to think about it. Wager those waves. I did a brief interview with the yellow Chocobo referee before tonight, just to get a sense of what this bird, what their philosophy is to refereeing a match. And one of the key takeaways is no funny business. In other words, illegal activity was broken up pretty quickly, but chocobos love to run free. So, relatively slow count when the action is outside of the ring. So we'll see if either of these teams take advantage. Two to one right now, the betting. Tellah and Sid over the elements. But with the time winding down, let's get this match started. Our first match of the night. First match refereed by the yellow chocobo in the chocobo ring. And I don't know if you noticed, Valvalis started off by offering her hand to Sid, and Sid, being the veteran, knowledgeable that he is, did not take it. We've seen Val use that move before. You do not take Val's hand in the middle of the match. She's not trying to make friends. And there we go. Val dumping Sid out of the wind and just rapid fire taunting right in Tellah's face. I wouldn't be surprised if Tellah has a response to those taunts at some point tonight. Inches away, thrusting her hips towards Tellah, screaming in his face. And here comes Tellah, and here comes Ruby. And Tellah, first action of the night, eats 4 big boots, actually 2 boots and 2 bare Valvalis feet into the face. Test of strength. This one looks like a draw. Ruby is bigger, but we can see Tellah is ripped. Tellah reconsidering, circling, and got Ruby running. Ruby dodges Tellah's attempted punch. Shadak School. I'm not familiar as Val does another terrifying spring. Sid just watching. Yellow Chocobo seeing if a submission was on tap. Well, Tellah took the double team when he entered the ring, and this time he kind of repaid double team powerbomb on Rubicante. Rubicante content to slap Sid down and tag Barbariccia back in. Valvalis. And there's Sid with his Ugas. Okay, I'll have to do that. Empty it. Ooh, Sid with the draw. Okay, Sid had something in mind. The agile big guy, dropped down, but Val was able to hook her arms on the ropes. Val then misses, and Sid takes advantage, putting Val in the spin. I don't know if you want to anger Val up and suggest spinning is a move, because that is her finisher. She makes you enter her spin, and then the match usually doesn't go too much longer. Nice side power slam by Val on the rebound. Goes for the pin. Tellah goes in to break it up, but realizes he doesn't need to. That was very odd. 2 count. Interesting little roll-up attempt there by Ruby. We don't see that too often. Just the 1 count on Tellah. So Tellah maybe keeping him on his toes. Pin can come at any time. Tellah with the swinging neck breaker drop on Ruby. Goes for the pin attempt. Val doesn't even budge. Knows that Ruby is in no danger of being pinned there. Lots of people jumping out of the way. Tellah overpowering Ruby on that rebound. Just bowling him over. Getting him into I believe a neck lock of some sort. Sid with the jig. Tellah with the stomps. Ooh, the timing on this looks off. The 2 men collide. They both remain on their feet, but Ruby says, that's enough, let me get Val in here. Speedy yellow chocobo indeed. You can see the yellow chocobo getting in there and going, work, work. At least I think that's what you're saying. Sid tried his best to save Tellah from the backbreaker, but he whiffed on 2 punches. Yeah, I agree. Though this might have... Oh, That was probably going to be Sid's delayed backbreaker, but Val does slip out of it. Sid reverses into a Russian leg sweep, and Val repositions, dragging Sid across the forest. This could be bad. Jumping vertical suplex into the leg lock. Of course, learned from Rubicante. Tellah decides he should come in, but once again, he realizes halfway to helping his partner Sid, he doesn't need to. Val vocalizing a lot tonight. Kind of a disrespectful pin attempt by Sid. Let's see how far this goes. Just a 1 count. I don't know if you want to tick off Valvalis. She has been strong lately, earning the title shot. Sid looking for the tag. Tellah posing. Tellah putting Ruby up on the top turnbuckle. Ruby headbutts him off. Ruby is now waiting for Tellah to get up. Chocobo counting fast for this one. Flying body splash. This is the move, I believe, that Ruby used to defeat Valvalis. 2.9 count. Both Sid and Tellah are not fully committing to helping their partners out tonight. Nifty little hip toss into a pin attempt. I don't think he's going to get much more than a 2. Basically a 2 on the nose. Full force of the barrel chest of Sid landing on Rubicante, but Rubicante grabs the throat, choke slams Sid down. I believe we're going to see a pin attempt. This could be it for the good guys. 2.9. Sid able to wrench Ruby down to the ground. That's a good question. I'll have to look into that before our next match. We have a pin attempt, 2.9. This looks like it could be the delayed vertical suplex. Amazing strength to get the humongous champ up and hold him there for seconds. Vertical suplex from Tellah to Barbaricha. That was kind of cagey by Tellah. He backed up, not planning on tagging, but he did just lure Val into his own corner. We'll see if he can capitalize as he lectures Val. Delivers a spinning chop. Val arm drags him down. Sid pumping himself up with a chair. And he gets the tag. He's ready. He's fired up. Can we get the finish right here, right now? Sid is going for it. Enterprise bomb for the win. They're in the right part of the ring. 2.9. Val kicks out of Sid's finisher. And she is tagging out. That was a mistake by Sid letting her get to that tag, because now he is taking a double storm. And Ruby has signaled for her that he's going to drop the leg, and he's dropped it. Now Sid in a dangerous position. Ruby signaling for the leg again. He's dropping it, and there it comes. Leg after leg after leg. Takes Sid down, picks him back up. Are we about to see the hook route? Not yet. Sid powering through the attempted lariat. Able to get the tag as the crowd is popping. And Tellah putting Ruby in the Soma drop. Bad timing on your taunt there, Val. It's Ruby who went up and got dropped. Soma dropped. Nice running high knee into the chin as Ruby is up against the turnbuckle. Tellah coming on strong here. Neck breaker. What's up, Cold Mother? Welcome here tonight. I think we're nearing the end of this match. Both teams have dealt out a lot of damage in the last 5 minutes or so. We'll see if one of them can capitalize. And Soma drop on Ruby, and now a Soma drop on Val. Plus 10. Jumping vertical suplex on Tellah, but Sid is the legal wrestler. Sid, that might have been an attempt on Val's finisher. Sid flips himself out of it. Delivering some damage here to Val. Val woke herself up, but still Sid managing to connect with the lariat. Running again. Will it be another one? It is indeed. This time, Val has Sid on the run. Big knee. drops the engineer, and in comes the champ again. Val dismissed by Sid. Ruby on the attack. Nice little dodge by Sid, ducking under the falling lariat. And now sandwiching Ruby with clothesline of his own. He and Tellah. Tellah on the run. Will he drop the leg? No, he'll just drop the foot, stomping on the back of the champ. And then a little jab, nicely timed, drops the champ, weakening the leg. Tellah apparently wants Sid to do something. Here comes Sid with the spinning lariat. Excellent teamwork. Little delay there, but Sid eventually figured out what he was supposed to do. Oh, and both Tellah and Ruby collide. They are both down. Who is getting up first? This could decide the match. They get up simultaneously, but a jab sends Tellah down. Tellah just got taken down right on final. Could that be a harbinger of what's about to happen? As Val is now fresh, back in the ring. Backslide pin attempt. Sid gesturing for the tag. Can he get there to break it up? He cannot! And it's over. Rydia comes in at the perfect moment, nails the pin. Sid seemed to hesitate there. Crowd in disbelief. Interesting way for that one to end. Let's pay off these predictions. Let's see. So that was a win for the Elements. $21-12. Mystic Rhythms indeed. Capture my heart, carry me away. All right, let's do a little troubleshooting. Did the HS not play at all, or was it just low? Could you hear it? Give it another shot if you wouldn't mind. Yes, indeed it was, Elvin. All right, let me look at the levels. Is it even playing? It appears to be playing on my side. And you didn't hear it then either? I did get the levels. Okay. And the volume there was okay? Yeah, if it's still low, if you try it again in the match and it's so low, I can tweak it. All right, let me tweak it now. I'll raise it by 5. I'll raise all the chants by 5. Try the HS again. Can I override that? Volume has been raised. Meanwhile, let's go back to our card. Oh, this next one should be fun. Yeah, I don't think the TIA is going to play on this screen. I don't think I have it on this scene. But we just saw a fun tag match, and now I think we have a fun singles match. Balnab moving up in competition, in weight class, whatever you want to call it. Balnab has decisively proven he can beat dwarves in any configuration. 1-on-1, 1v2. I'm sure I could throw a bunch of other Jobberdorf level wrestlers against Balnab, and he would have no problem. But let's put him up against someone more his size. Let's put him up against the big turtle Kainazzo and see what happens. Let's see if I can get this one set up. Start thinking about who you might like to put your waves on. Balnab will be accompanied to the ring by Dr. Luge as his manager. Luge not afraid to interfere on behalf of his wrestler, of his creation. We'll see how long it takes. It's generally, you blink and Luge's already thrown a weapon into the ring. So we'll see how long it takes for that to happen. We'll see. We'll see if waving over Balnab is enough to get a win. If dropping the entire weight of that turtle shell and the body is enough to get a win. But I believe it is time to start this one up. Let's go watch. Well, that's familiar music. You heard it during the entrance of the last match, and you heard it after the match was over. And here's another one of the elements. We'll see all 4 elements tonight. Milon Z will end our night in his Maniacal mansion, but for now it's going to be Kainazzo entering the Chocobo ring. Excited as ever to perform for you tonight. But also excited, even though you can't really read his mostly expression on his face, is Balnab, as he is led to the ring by his creator, Dr. Luge. Simply Balnab. Here they come. Dr. Luge, remind you, he is the brains behind this operation. Let's pause this one. Kainazzo is a big wrestler, but you'll notice Balnab appears bigger. Who's going to win this one? Is it going to be the turtle, the armored shell? Is it going to be Dr. Luge's creation? You have a minute to figure it out. Wager those waves. I can see opportunities for both of these wrestlers to win this one. You know, I think if this was just a strength contest, I'm pretty sure Balnab would win it, but it's not. It's a wrestling match. Kainazzo does have his finisher, the wave, but do not sleep on his suplexes. We have seen him knock people out with his suplexes. Also, maybe tonight's the night that he will climb to that top rope and leap off of it, dropping his entire shell down on Balnab. You never know. My guess is it won't happen, but you never know. Right now, all the waves are on Balnab. Some potential waves to be won if you want to put some on Kainazzo. Right now, there's no contest. But it's time for this one to start. Yellow Chocobo, get us going. Balnab starting with a windmill fist. Connects with the turtle. Humongous constructed body of this beast. I'm very surprised. I apologize if you hear a loud motor. Someone passing by right now. I was going to say, I'm very surprised there's not a weapon in the ring yet. There Dr. Luge goes, obliges, throws in the kendo stick. As Balnab goes for a pin, not even a 1 count yet. So Turtle resilient at least a minute into this one. And Turtle going for the pin. Not even a half a count. Attempted suplex. That might be the way for Kainazzo to take this one. Is you have to suplex and hope that you can somehow knock out this giant beast. Little fireman's carry. Not sure if that's going to get the job done, but at least you're avoiding these punches. Second kendo stick. Heard about first kendo stick. There are now 2 crisscrossing in Balnab's corner. We'll see if he ever attempts to make use of them. Though I will remind you, moves landed on these weapons do inflict extra damage, as you might expect. And if he can do something to Kainazzo right now in this corner and land him on those sticks, that could prove to be an advantage. Balnab with the advantage there, but then Kainazzo did land an elbow and was able to resist getting bounced off the ropes, and a swinging neck breaker takes Balnab down. Yellow Chocobo looking very smart in his stripes. And here comes the turtle on the run, but Balnab gets up before the turtle can land on him. Both of these big competitors missing, I would say, more than they're connecting right now. That was a shell breaker move. 1, 2. Solid 2 count. These are strong, woven vine ropes. Stronger than steel, they say. Bear hug. I think we heard Luge scream as this started, crushing the turtle in the shell. I'm not sure if that's the most effective move against Kainazzo, really. And there is a nice move for Kainazzo, catching Balnab on the rebound, pulverizing him down to the mat. Balnab now choking the turtle. The exposed neck. Got to pull that head back into the shell, Kainazzo, to avoid that one. this be it already? Hasn't been the flashiest, but damage is going out. This is just a 2 count, though. Big elbow to the back of the head does not immediately send Balnab down. Balnab briefly dazed on the outside, and that's a good move there for Kainazzo. The double arm underhook suplex. I'm not sure how much running either of these two wrestlers want to do. They're already looking a little tired. You can see Balnab taking a breather. Leveling Kainazzo with that windmill punch. Another suplex. These are powerful wrestlers. I do not think they're the fleetest of foot. And Kainazzo really sticking with his game plan. And here comes the wave. 7 minutes in. Kainazzo's finisher. The wave curling up Balnab. The wave has crested over. And now it's flattening back out. Can Kainazzo get the win right here, right now? Because here comes that whole shell on his chest. Dr. Luge, help him out. Just a 2 count, flat 2 count. Luge lecturing. I think he was yelling at Balnab there. Balnab getting the best of that strike competition. But yeah, you can just tell. Both of these wrestlers want to get the win as soon as possible. Neither of these are looking for a battle of attrition. Crowd chants in effect. Backdrop by Balnab. Almost tossing Balnab out of the ring with that belly-to-belly suplex. Throwing Balnab dizzy. Crowd reacting big time to that single punch. And another suplex. This is good news. If you put your money on Kainazzo, I'm not sure if anyone did. That is good. You want to see as many suplexes come out as possible. There's another one. Snap suplex. Kainazzo's feeling it. What's your plan, Kainazzo? It's another wave. Grinding him in. Maybe those ankles are getting ground into the butt of the kendo sticks for extra damage at this point. Here it is. Could this be the end of the match? Kainazzo, I believe, is going to attempt to follow with a pin. There it is. Luge, though, is up and just trying to distract the ref. He cannot get their 2.9 count. And the Chocobo is now being engaged by Luge. Luge trying to get in the ring. Chocobo not letting it happen. Big takedown on the run. Lumbering steps by Balnab. Throwing Kainazzo toward Luge. A lot of time being taken up. A lot of the yellow Chocobo referee, valuable time being taken up by Luge's nonsense in the corner. And during that entire time, Balnab was on the offensive. However, Kainazzo firing back with a power bomb. Exhausted Kainazzo, but he did just power bomb humongous Balnab. Balnab lands a punch, but can't do much more. And once again, Kainazzo. Oh, Kainazzo could not get him up, and Balnab is angry that he would even try. Yellow Chocobo looking the freshest out of the 3 people in the ring right now. Are any of these really people, as Balnab does land, and Kainazzo's going to the top. He cannot make it. He falls back, and he's dizzy. He fell back, landed on the kendo sticks, and injured himself. Kainazzo throws Balnab right towards Dr. Luge. Is he going to attempt to follow up?
3.
Wisely does not. That would be a 2-on-1 situation. Oh, Kainazzo is getting, these last few moves have not landed. Kainazzo is exhausted. And now Balnab, the power bomb of his own. And the pin attempt. I gotta believe this is it. Kainazzo has been, that's it. There's the 3 count. Dr. Luge celebrates. Balnab raises a hand. I think that's the last thing he has the energy left to do. Balnab proving he can win against smaller wrestlers, which is almost everyone. But even someone who is at least approaching his size, Kainazzo. Let's pay up the prediction. I'm not sure if anyone was on the losing side. Nope. It's a wash. All the waves are on Balnab. Let's pay that one off. We'll see who's up next for Dr. Luge's humongous creation. and see if Balnab can continue his winning ways. Balnab currently undefeated in the FFPW. All right, this next one should be fun as well. Our first three-way match, I think, since before the hiatus. We're going to have Yang and Rydia, two mainstays. Yang coming off of the injury where he was knocked out by Valvalis in their #1 contenders battle royale a couple weeks ago. But he's been back. Rydia, of course, always strong. Rydia has, if you're a longtime viewer, has dominated at times the 8-person Royal Rumble matches. Can she do as well in a 3-person match? And the newcomer, Kary, freshly off her very embarrassing performance in the Evil Wall Challenge, which is coming up next, this week's version of it. But for now, we're going to have a 3-way straight-up match. This is going to be first pinfall wins it, non-elimination. First pinfall wins it. I'm going to take a step away to set this one up, and we'll be back in a moment with the fun match. All right, you ready for this one? Let's do it. Let's get going. Hope I set this up correctly. I believe I did. We'll see. Let me turn up the waves. Hold on, waves. First of our 3 wrestlers coming to the ring tonight. I would agree with you, Elvin, there. Probably the underdog out of the 3 folks in the ring. It's Kary. She goes by Kary. Some long-lost connection between her and Ipe Girl that we haven't quite sussed out yet. I believe they're got to be related somehow. Sisters, cousins, I'm not sure. Don't let the calm music of Rydia's theme distract you from her ferocity in the ring. Yes, she has a good time. She laughs. She wonders what happens, but when that dragon whip hits you, there's a good chance that that's it and that you lose. We'll see if that ends the match tonight. And our final wrestler, as I mentioned earlier, was injured, missed a couple shows, but he's back. We'll see if any lingering effects hamper him in tonight's 3-way match. And once again, this is a first pinfall, first submission takes it. There is no DQ in this match, and there is no outside of the ring countdown. Back to that when you, in a moment, make your choice as to which of these 3 you think is going to win this. And it's so exciting that we can now put 3 people in the prediction. It just so happens there's 3 people in the match. We've got Kary, we've got Rydia, we've got Yang. Who win? Whoops. Try that again. Kary, Rydia, Yang. Who win? 1 minute. Here you go. Get those waves wagering. Get them in circulation. Don't hoard them. No terms, just a straight-up match of competition. Nothing particularly on the line, but again, first pinfall, first submission will win this one. Right now, all the betting coming in on Rydia's side. Probably steal some with Yang if he gets the win, and not telling you to bet on Kary, but you never know. Betting is 100% Rydia at this point. And a little bit coming in now for Yang. We'll see if whoever is that brave person can take advantage. No bets coming in for Kary. Big disparity. Betting public thinks Rydia is going to steamroll over this one. We'll see. There's some unpredictability when we have 3 people in the ring. We'll see how often pinfalls are allowed to occur uncontested. Anyway, let's start.
Fight!
And an early 2-on-1 with Kary and Rydia doing a sandwich enziguri, taking Yang down. Rydia saving Yang from the elbow work that Kary was doing with a nice high kick on Kary. What's up, Haram? That is, yeah, if you were if you put your waves on Yang, you could be a big winner here. We'll see. Rydia blocks the chop, and now it's Kary and Yang double teaming. Those are 4 boots hitting Rydia in the face simultaneously. Throat punch makes Rydia dizzy for a moment. Kary trying to get some offense in. Landing jabs. I think she just walked into a 1-2 combination by Yang. I think Yang was targeting Rydia, and Kary just put her face right in the way. Yang reverses Rydia into a leg lock. In the ropes, also way too early to have any meaningful impact, I think, at this point. So Kary, take a step back for a moment. Some folks might think it should be best doing that for a while. Let Rydia and Yang tire each other out, wear each other down. But speaking of which, Yang and Kary just wore each other down in a strike contest. Good news for Rydia. Also good news for Rydia. I think Yang was about to do that move where he chops you down multiple times, but Kary broke it up. We'll see how chaotic it gets, Elvin. Will there be more than 3 wrestlers in the ring in this 3-way match? It is a possibility. Ooh, Kary was just about to land back-to-back moves on Yang and Rydia, but Yang broke the second one up. Lots of interference. Low blow delivered to Rydia from Kary. Where did she learn that? Did the Warlocks teach her that?
5 minutes gone.
Kary reverses Rydia, takes her down, wraps her up. Yellow Chocobo, seeing if Rydia wants to tap out. That would have ended the match if she did. And a win for Kary. But of course, Rydia, 5 minutes in, is not going to give up from that. Rydia may be rethinking how much interference she's going to do. She saw her strong opponent, Yang, getting worked on by Kary and did not do any interference. Just watched it. Punch, block, slap. How that sequence went. And Rydia has been thrown out of the ring. Kary took a moment to pose about it, and Yang hit her with the 1-2. But Kary's got a combination of her own kicks and punches. Midsection punches, low kicks, mid kicks. Yang dizzy. Yang broke up what Rydia was doing, and now double teams Rydia with Kary. Rydia gets a moment to rest as Yang is distracted by Kary. Rydia was going for that jumping face buster, missed it, and that is a big move that Kary just delivered to Yang. I've been hearing that she and EG both have that move in their repertoire, and they're calling it the connection because of their long-lost connection. But Yang just got connected, and now he's getting connected again. A little bit of effort. You can hear the effort in her voice, in her yell, as she gets Yang up and over. Yang dizzy on the apron, but Rydia cannot capitalize. Yang just wondering what is going on. Looks like he's come back to his senses. And here comes that multiple slap, multiple chop down move. Kary letting it happen. Maybe the amount of interference, and yeah, back to back, both opponents getting chopped down. Rydia dizzy. Yang to the top, but realizes Yang, you better break this up. I guess he knew Rydia wasn't going to get the pin there, but that was, again, first fall wins it. Rydia and Yang. Strike contest. Yang thinks he has it, and he does. But Kary right there immediately capitalizing once again. Going dirty with Rydia. Rydia reverses into a roll-up. Yang breaks it up immediately this time. And once again, third time, Yang taking the connection down to the mat. And I believe that is Kary's finisher on Rydia. Fourth time. Is this Kary's match? Is she coming alive here? Rydia slows her down with the spinning dropkick. Rydia and Kary feels very connected to Yang right now, but this time Yang got up first. Yang no-sold that last one, and now goes back to his chops. Yeah, I would think we'd all agree, Kary doing much better in this match, though she is exhausted right now, as it makes a lot of sense. The last few minutes, she's been doing a lot of different high-impact maneuvers, but much better for her tonight than last week against the wall. But that was just a fist of Fabul, Yang's finisher on Rydia. But could this be the time that Kary wins it with a submission? Rydia, you better break that up. Yang is taking a lot of damage. Kary still trying to recover. Kary exhausted. Rydia trying to take advantage, but Kary reverses, but still can't do anything else aside from take a hook to the back of the head from Yang. And there's the second fist of Fabul on Rydia. Can he get the pin before Kary gets off that corner? Kary can't move. I think this is it. I can't believe. I think there it is. Kary burned out too fast, and listen, Rydia is strong. We know how strong she is. You can't take two fists of Fabul within the span of a minute and expect to kick out of that. Rydia's down on the mat, but Yang and Kary look as defeated in that last little bit there. That was a pretty good match. I like that one. And I believe we have a pretty good payoff for Yang. Whoever put their waves on Yang, let's see how much do you win here? Let's see. Tell us, Twitch. Did we get the information? 2,500 a rump, and you put what, 100 on it? That's that's a pretty good return, Rump. You're a savvy investor. All right, well, we just saw Kary in action, comporting herself quite well against Rydia and Yang, though Yang did get the victory. Last week, however, could you call it she embarrassed herself? I mean, listen, are you and I going to go up against the evil wall? I'm not even stepping in that ring. Kary at least took on the challenge. But this week, we're going to see how Kary's partner, Girl, EG, does, and she's up next. But before we get that started, let's take a look at the standings. I believe I've updated them. All right, here are the updated standings. I've updated the evil wall victim. There is Kary, represented as she gets crush phased for eternity. But there are our standings. Yang still far and away the leader. No one has come close in a long time, but there she is at the bottom. Kary 303. Tellah no longer taking the infinite crush phase. So good for him. Bad for Kary. And Girl's up next. We'll have to think about the betting for this one. I think we're going to set it relatively low because her partner didn't do so well. We'll give Girl maybe a little more credit than that. So start thinking about how long, before you even see what I put the over-under at, before you even see, in your head, decide for yourself how long Girl is going to last against the evil wall. And then you can just bet on whatever side of the over-under line that you're feeling falls. So I'm going to go set that up. We'll be back with the evil wall challenge in a moment. The moment has expired. We are now ready for this challenge. I'm sure she was watching from backstage last week. I'm sure she probably reviewed the film. It's probably horrified her. As she saw her partner, Kary, just obliterated by the wall. And really, everyone does get obliterated by the wall. It's just how long can you last? There she is, E.G., a pay girl. But her opponent, the massive creature, granite, claws, skulls, feet, thickness, and one of the unbeatable so far finishing move, Crush Phase, which once it starts, it doesn't end. If you play Final Fantasy 4 or Free Enterprise, you know this about Crush Phase. There is no life potion juggling in the FFPW, so you're in trouble when it hits. Let's so hopefully you have your number in mind. How long is EG gonna last? And we'll break it down like we did. Now, you know what? We'll use the same. We'll use the same numbers from last week. That's what we'll do. All right, let's do this. There's your choices. You got 4 choices. The extreme short end, meaning she's going to set the record for futility 0 to 3 minutes. Or maybe you think she's going to do just about as well as her partner did last week. Then you want that second choice, 3 minutes to 6 minutes. Then we're getting into the middle range of the scoreboard, basically the mean there, 6 minutes to 9. Or is she going to end up on the top of the leaderboard, surprising probably all of us, and last longer than 9 minutes? Right now, heavy betting coming in, basically saying she'll do about as well as Kary did last week, that 3 to 6 minute range. Of course, Kary coming in on the very low end of that range. And it was the same range of betting last week, so anyone who took that almost would have lost last week. By what, 2 seconds, 3 seconds? Elvin suggesting EG has smuggled potions into the ropes. Maybe in those turnbuckles, maybe under the mat, I don't know. But it is time. It's time to start this one. Is it Crush Phase yet? Probably not quite yet. EG getting the first offense of the match. Knees to the midsection, jumping knee. But she had just got run into by the entirety of the wall. Will it happen again? Can she dodge this one? She cannot. Not looking good for EG. Okay, chops down the wall. Not sure where you're aiming for there, EG, but it is, I guess, technically a low blow. Will she try that again? The knee of the wall, firmly striking EG. And you don't want to be in the corner against the wall, because then he throws, again, the entirety. It throws, I think. I think this is just it. It throws the entirety of itself into you. MTI asking the world's most important question. As EG is on the run again, and the wall, I believe it's probably Crush Phase time. Just about now, I believe. Ooh, not quite yet. EG pushing the wall back, kicking it in the face, or as closest to the face as she could get. And now raking her forearm and elbow against the side of the face of the wall. EG, will EG be the first one to get a win against the wall? Never mind the prediction. Well, the wall, you can't even see EG. She has wrapped up the wall, but the wall is the only thing visible. Well, she's already outlasted her partner. But it is Crush Phase time. This could be it right here, right now. Barely beating her partner. That's a 2 count. 2.9. She kicks out. 2. I believe Crush Phase is going to continue. But delaying it a bit. Delaying it a bit with the strike contest, which ultimately is won by Evil Wall. And Evil Wall going for the pin. That might just be it right there. 2.9. The next threshold is 6 minutes. Is she going to make it to the 6 minute mark? I do not think so. I think it's over here right now. 2 point. Come on, EG. Where's this coming from? Kicking out of Crush Phases. Here comes another one. All right, count with me. That's a 1, that's a 2, and this is going to be a 3, Garrett. You're making me look like a fool, EG. That's 3 Crush Phases she's kicked out of. Can she make it 4? Approaching the 5 minute mark. It's over. 5:02. There's about 2 more crush phases I thought it would take. 5:02. I think the bulk of the betting was in the winning range. I was wondering if there was a bit of betting in that 6-minute range. I was wondering if we might get it there for whoever that was who wagered that way, but 82% of you had it right. On the high end, though, on the high end of the range, 3 minutes to 6 minutes, 5:02, approaching that 6 minutes. I like that bet, MTI. It was close, and I was thinking, Elvin mentioned we hadn't had a run-in, and maybe there'd be a run-in during the three-way. But imagine, I think we've had it once or twice. Run-ins in the Evil Wall Challenge are significant, especially now that we're doing this tiered time with the betting. Basically, a run-in can add like probably like almost 3 minutes or more to it. Yeah, we'll see if there's one day where these Evil Wall Challenges don't get rated duds. I'm not sure what that would take. Maybe the day that Balnab steps into the ring. We'll see. We'll see if Balnab can manage a 1 or 2 star fight. And yes, Sid still remains one of the core wrestlers not to face the Evil Wall. Many duds. There were like 3 duds in a row, according to Harumph, as EG kept hitting the mat, and eventually that third in that sequence put her down. Because Crush Phase, listen, I told you it doesn't stop once it starts, and it was proven tonight. All right, let me make sure. You know what? I don't have to record the time because I can always go back and look at the VOD. And 5:02. We'll see if I remember it. Let's see where we're going next. All right, we are coming close to the end of our night. There are 2 more matches. Actually, you know what? I think there are 3 more matches left. Let me tell you, unbeknownst to me, Milon made a deal with the commissioner behind the scenes. If you watched a couple weeks ago, you might recall that we had severe production issues when Milon was fouling our communications with his green poison mist. And yes, you can get your remotes out because you are about to see the tag champs in action. Not in a tag championship match, but they will be wearing their belts out to the ring. But they're going to face off against the team of Dark Knight, Cecil, and Kain, old bros, old friends from the days when they were under the employ of the Baron King. I'm not sure who the commissioner is, MTI, but the commissioner made a deal with Milon. The commissioner said, listen, Milon, Scar, can I call you Scar? That's what the commissioner said. And Scar Miglione didn't really care what he was being called, but he was upset that his go-to mist move, the green poison mist move, was being taken away. And he had 2 stipulations. He said, first of all, let me continue to use it to intimidate my opponents. And the commissioner said, sure, you can use it as a taunt. Just don't direct it at people any longer. Do not mess with our production. And then the second stipulation was, Milon thinks a lot of the matches going on in the FFPW have been kind of lightweight. They have not, as much as the competition is fierce and the moves are big and the stakes are high, the actual brutality of the matches is not quite matching what Milon likes. So he requested a special series of matches where he invites you into his Maniacal mansion and you get to go one-on-one against Milon in a ring and a style of match of his choosing, which you can only guess. If Milon is calling it his Maniacal mansion, and he gets to pick what's happening in that match, what kind of match it's about to be. So that's what's going to happen in a little bit. And here's how we're going to get there. We're going to have this tag match, and what's on the line is the losers of the tag match will face each other in a one-on-one match. So that's part of the maniacal and manipulative nature of Milon. He is forcing 2 teammates to go against each other, and the loser of that match will then face Milon in his mansion, which has been described as maniacal. So we're going to have Edge and Eddie versus DKC and Kain, and then whichever team loses will face off against each other, and the loser of that gets the invite to the mansion. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if whoever gets the invite to the mansion regrets it, or can maybe kick Milon out of his own house. So let me set up this next match with our tag champs coming in. We've got Edward the Bard. We've got Edge the Ninja. And they're going to go up against Kain and DKC, who have been tied up with one another the last couple weeks. Matches against each other in the same battle royales. Where are you, Cecil? There you are. So you'll get to wager on this one. Which tag team do you think is going to win? Let's get this one started. Let's see if the commissioner made a horrible, horrible deal with Milon Z. Was it worth the cost of eliminating the poison? This time coming out to Edward's Harp Song instead of Edge's Atomic Karate. Maybe trying to infuse a sense of calm over the next few matches. Of course, they hope to get the win. You get the win in this tag match, you don't have to worry about Milon tonight. Eddie dancing in perfect rhythm for the moment. Tag champs. What's up, Castro? Welcome. Here come the two former soldiers of Baron, manipulated in various ways, both dealing with the traumas they have suffered at the hands of evil. Both trying to come out the other side of it. Teaming up tonight. And same thing's on the line. They do not want to have to face each other again, with the loser having to go up against Milon. Yellow Chocobo getting started. Both Edge and DKC come to the ring with swords. Edge has Masamune. DKC has the black sword. A rare move from Eddie. Eddie just turned himself into the spoon. Eddie just darted himself at Kain. Who's stronger, Eddie or Kain? Looks like a tie. Kain just tripping Eddie down and delivering some knees. Time for the ninja. Double team attempt. Tag champs, no surprise. Doing well on the double team, power bombing Kain down. And Kain says, Cecil, it's your turn. But they match them, even though they haven't been tag partners nearly as much as Eddie and Edge. Double team power bomb. Edge trying to chop through that upper body armor and helmet of DKC. Might be doing more damage to himself. Fireman's Kary takes DKC down. Edge dodges an elbow, but does get flipped over DKC. DKC going for the early pin. Quick 2 count, that's about it. Looks like DKC wanted to get Eddie in and is able to reverse out of probably the walkout brainbuster. DKC showing some agility and leaping and pouncing on Edge, sending him down to the mat as he goes to bring in his partner Kain. And it's Eddie again. Contest of kicks. Symmetrical strike contest. I think all that shouting of yeah took something out of Eddie, and Kain got the best of that one. Eddie has tied up Kain's arms, a little stretch. Both Kain and Cecil proficient with the dragon screw. Cecil's, of course, a little more pronounced, a little more damaging. And it looks like we're getting tags on both sides of it, all 4 in the ring, but now down to just the 2 official, Edge and Cecil. And there is that high-powered dragon screw. Edge clutching his knee. BKC methodically getting a little turnabout as Eddie takes a moment to weaken him, and there is the step out, walk away, vertical suplex. Leaves Edge dizzy for a moment, but he does escape from DKC's clutches. DKC just throwing an elbow out there, seeing if it connects. It does not. Eddie didn't have to do much to avoid that. Oh, nasty kick. I don't know if that was the face or the midsection, but delivering it to the prone Eddie as he's on the mat. But Eddie continuing to wear down the larger Dark Knight. there's that Dragon Screw again. Eddie gets planted. I think when Eddie gets up and regains his senses, he's going to be looking for attack. He's going to want to get that ninja back in. Couple quick... I thought he was going a couple quick kicks, then right back to it. And now he's out of the ring. Edge takes the opportunity to get into the ring. And Kain dismisses him, throws him off into the corner with DKC. Kain calling for the finish, 8 minutes in. We'll see if he can follow up on it. Hook from behind does drop the Bard. Eddie's going for the tag, and Kain lets him have it. And this could be it right here. This stomping on the face, maybe setting up for that Justice Lock. We saw DKC signal. This is not looking good for the tag champs right now. I would say the momentum is highly on the side of the two men in blue. Crowd is not happy about it. Crowd is ready to cheer for their tag champs. And maybe terrified that if they lose one of them, will have to go up against Milon, whatever Milon has concocted for this evening. Edge finally getting a little bit of offense in, and that's enough. One move, essentially, Edge landed that entire sequence. Maybe it takes two of them. They've been having success when they can double team their opponents, but singly haven't been getting it done. So Eddie maintains control of the headlock. Eddie's been going to that stretch quite a lot tonight. I mean, with DKC, maybe he's trying to potentially weaken any attempt at the Justice Lock later on. Not sure what his intentions are with Kain, but the high kicks are landing. We have someone coming down to the ring. It's the Evil Wall! If he's coming in on behalf of DKC, who is the one who introduced... Oh boy, this cannot be good. Okay, someone's coming in to counter. This is a very even run-in. Evil Wall has come in on behalf of Kain and DKC. But good news, Eddie and Edge fans, Jobberdorf has come in to save the day. Jobberdorf promptly gets double powerbomb. It's crush phase. It's crush phase for Edge. Jobberdorf is getting destroyed. What? I have to imagine that DKC discovered Evil Wall. We know their history. But something, what can you offer Evil Wall to come down and interfere on your behalf? Evil Wall does not play politics. And this, you're really trying to win the match. Because here it is, crush phase again. Jobberdorf does manage a slap on DKC. So again, two crush phases, one slap. You can put those two items in a scale and see which way they lean. Oh boy, JD leaps. I guess you have to give JD credit. Very brave of him. Eddie, not the one who took the crush phases, by the way, did just somersault over Kain, and delivers a high kick. So this is the only chance I think these two have, is that if Eddie has to win this. And Eddie knows it. Eddie's having fun. Eddie to the top. Split knee drop. Oh, but Kain rolls him up. Has enough been done to Eddie at this point to get the win? It has. Yeah, I just think psychologically, when you see the Evil Wall run in and he's not running in for you, I think we've got to do a prediction for this one. Oh boy. The Evil Wall sealing the fate of Eddie and Edge, who must now... So here's, if you're tuning in now, because of that loss and the deal that Milon made with the commissioner, Eddie and Edge will now face off against each other. The loser will then get the invite to Milon's Maniacal Mansion in our final match of the night. We'll see what Milon has in store, but first we have to figure out who's going to face Milon, because that's what's happening. I know it's not reflected on the card, but we are about to see. I'll move the thing. Edge versus Eddie for the right not to fit. Basically, either way, this could be bad because either one of them could take an injury in this next match, I assume. I can't imagine that Milon's mansion is filled with pillows and kitty cats and marshmallows. What else? Sweet tarts. I don't know. I can't imagine it's filled with any of those things. It's going to be filled with things that can potentially injure you. So, they are great teammates. They are tag champs. But they both are desperate to get a win here. And that's very wise from Elvin there, I'm reading now. Oh, I didn't notice the match evaluation. I'm assuming it was 69%, which is pretty nice. It's pretty high. It's not a dud, for sure. And yeah, Elvin with the wisdom. Listen, if you have to be in the Evil Wall Challenge, you have to be in the Evil Wall Challenge. But if you're in a different match, and the Evil Wall comes in, yeah, maybe that's time to go. Maybe you didn't sign up for that night. Anyway, let's get this one started. I'll remember to do the wagering for this one. Edge versus Eddie. I assume they're both going to come down to the ring with their belts on. Here we go. I mean, keep in mind, Edge did just take 2 crush phases at least, that Eddie did not. Eddie can play harp, he can wrestle, and he can dance. Put your hands together, clap to the rhythm of Atomic Karate. Dance along with Edge. Wearing the Twin Heart Tag titles, both he and Eddie, opponents in this match, not by their choice. Being forced to. Power of the deal made by Milon with the position. Alright, let's pause this one, give you a chance to predict who of this tag team is going to get the win here tonight. And whoever loses will be in one more match tonight against Milon Z. Will it be Eddie? Will it be Edge? You tell me. Put those waves on the line. $37K on the Bard, 0 on the Ninja. I'm not sure if that's multiple bettors or one. Some waves now coming in on the side of Edge. There is money to be won if you think the Ninja can get the victory over the Bard here tonight. What's up, J-Bron? J-Bron with at least part of that 37K on Eddie. Final 10 seconds or so to get your bets in. But we're going to get this one started as that timer runs down. Yellow Chocobo, get us going. These two men, of course, know each other very well. They won a tag championship together. My guess is they had at least one match way back in the day. And despite knowing Edge so well and his tendencies, Eddie gets hit with a jumping cutter, which normally misses. Maybe he just feels bad for his partner. Wants one of those to land every once in a while. Yeah, we'll see who wins the day. Will it be Eddie with either his harp string stretch or his harp song finisher? We'll see if Edge can land his dart, his finisher. Hard for him to set up. He's got a number of other powerful moves, but if Eddie late in the match finds himself incapacitated in the middle of the ring, that could be the end. Edge in the corner, Eddie on the run, but Edge escapes before Eddie can complete the run. I feel like we don't see Eddie use that move. He's using this big wind-up punch against his partner. Maybe he thinks the off-speed nature will confuse Edge. Edge leaps again, and then gets his partner in an arm drag. Plants Eddie down right on near the letter F. in the Chocobo Forest ring. Nearly slaps the purple cap off Eddie's head. But Eddie responds with a leaping kick delivered high up on Eddie's body. And now the contest of strikes between the two tag champion partners. If you haven't been on the stream lately, those are our two new emotes. Express your appreciation even though they're against each other in this match. Tag champs. Interesting choice there by Edge, putting Eddie in the tree of woe and then drop kicking his knees and then jumping off the top rope with an elbow drop. Eddie tries to do something similar but gets reversed right back into it, and this time Eddie dodges. But Edge plants him, tripped like a tripping STO type move, goes for the pin. Is this over already? They're both tired. It's a solid 2 count. Eddie trying for the arm drag, extending his arm gracefully. Edge slipping between the legs.
5 minutes gone.
Arm drag lands that time. J-Brun, apparently the big Eddie Better here tonight. Eddie Better. Let's see if Eddie can manage a Pearl Jam and get the win with Harp Song tonight. As Edge leaps, and then Eddie overpowering Edge and going for the pin. Just a 1 count. And that time, Eddie definitely dodges the jumping cutter. Edge to the top, waiting for his partner to get up. Oh, the devastating face crusher from the top. Followed up by an elbow drop. It's looking more and more in the early going here that Eddie is going to be the one facing Milon in his Maniacal Mansion to wrap up our night. We'll see if Eddie can mount a comeback. Right now, I think this is mostly Edge. As Edge takes out the legs of his partner. Picks him back up. Eddie drops down, dodges once, and then puts his head down for a backdrop, and Edge sniffs it out and kicks him in the face. Edge making a lot of top rope work tonight, a lot of maneuvers, full-on body splash onto the back of the bar, across that green vest. And you can see Eddie just kind of discombobulated, just running directly in. However, this is the harp string stretch. I don't think it's enough to end the match here, but at least Eddie is managing a move here and there. He's got Edge in the corner. What can he do with it? Nothing as Edge reverses. Lands it again. Edge jumping, rebound off the turnbuckle. Is this over? Here it is. Edge with the agility. Impressive move, dancing over the down body of his partner. He knew that Eddie was going to get up a little wobbly and timed it perfectly. Ran up the turnbuckle, came back off with the triangle jump body attack, is what they call it. Let's pay off the Edge win. 5%. 5% of the waves are on Edge. Let's complete this prediction. And that does mean Eddie has received the first ever invite to Milon's Maniacal Mansion, which we will now be all visiting together with Eddie. Fans of Eddie may want to look away. All right, we do our final event of the night, our final match. Turns out it's going to be Eddie versus Milon, and whatever Milon has dreamt up. I'm going to go set that up. Be back in just a moment. All right, it is time to start our final match of the night. Milon, Maniacal Mansion. We're all about to enter through the front door. Valet parking. But once you get inside, you might not like what you see. And we'll see how Eddie deals with whatever Milon has in store. Let's get the entrances going. You'll begin to get a sense of what is on tap tonight when you see how Milon has decided to outfit the ring. And we'll go over some of the rules for this particular match. And then we'll do a little wager, and we'll see if anyone emerges upright at the end of this. Let's get this one going.
Fight!
No entrances allowed. You cannot enter while you climb through barbed wire. So, I'll set up the prediction in a moment. But this is a barbed wire, landmine, deathmatch. You do not want to hit the ropes. You do not want to fall outside. There is no disqualification. There is no count out. You cannot be saved by putting your foot on the ropes. This is Milon's playground. Eddie has been invited into the Maniacal Mansion. And it is time for you to predict who's going to win. Will we see the green forest and the yellow chocobo stained with the blood of both of these wrestlers before the night is over? That would be a good, solid bet, good prediction, but that is not the prediction. It simply is who's going to win this one. Is it going to be Eddie? Is it going to be Milon? It is time for you to wager those waves for the last time tonight. This could be a match indeed where someone is KO'd with a critical maneuver. This could be a match where someone just simply gives up. I know Bard fans in the house are hoping it's not Eddie, but I believe this is a tall order for the Bard, with Milon on the other side, with Milon setting this up. And again, if you're just tuning in now, this was an agreement that Milon reached with the commissioner. Milon agreed never to use the green mist as a wrestling move, and the commissioner granted Milon these stipulations. Yep, I think I just answered that one, J-Run. This is a direct result of that mist. Milon got what he wanted here. Heavy betting on Milon. A couple people at least trying to steal some waves with Eddie bets. But right now, the smart money looks to be on Milon. We'll see, though. We're going to start this one up. We'll see how nasty this match gets. Maybe Eddie can steal one quick. I think that's going to be the key. If you're a fan of Eddie the Bard, how long is this going to go? I think the longer it goes, the more it favors Milon. Eddie bouncing off the ropes. Missing the corner. You don't want to land in the corner here. Milon going for the pin. Interesting body slam into immediate pin attempt. 40 seconds into it. Maybe just toying with Eddie. Eddie good to get his hands up, blocking that uppercut aimed at the throat. Claws headed his way. Blocked with the forearms. Probably still hurts. Who's stronger, Milon or Eddie? Looks like Milon. At least for right now. Eddie backing away. Eddie backing away, as we all would in this position. Another test of strength. That looks like Milon's going to get the better of. Milon blocks a kick attempted by Eddie. And Milon, though, the first one to run into the exploding corner barbed wire. I'm not sure if he minds, though. Although he is now a little weakened. Eddie landing the high kick. According to the betting public, Eddie is the heavy underdog. Can he pull out the upset here tonight? Milon going for these early pins following body slams. And the first bit of nastiness from the disgusting and vile Archfiend of Earth with the back rake. Those claws, who knows where those claws have been, what diseases they might be harboring, and they got raked, tearing that green vest to shreds. He's going to have to order a few new ones. Very dangerous as Eddie gets tripped face first into the barbed wire. Luckily not setting off the explosion, which then got set off, and now Eddie has gotten thrown to the outside. That's where Milon wants him to be. He's landed on a mine. It has exploded, and now they are moving on barbed wire. Milon's leathery feet, good protection, probably more protection than Eddie's shoes at this point. And Milon going for the barbed wire bat. Eddie using the strategy of just making Milon run through the barbed wire. Probably not a bad idea, as now Eddie's getting choked. You can see the referee is nowhere in sight. There is blood just kind of streaming below the brim of that purple cap as Milon just simply trips Eddie into the landmine this time. Goes back, retrieves the barbed wire bat. Luckily for Eddie, misses. Now gets a second barbed wire bat. Eddie smacks Milon in the face, and now Milon has Eddie up in another choke. Yellow Chocobo can do nothing. As Eddie now lands for the second time out here, and now is getting viciously clawed in his midsection. This is Milon's Maniacal Mansion. This is what he wanted. I believe Milon just took an explosion there. There was blood pooling on the ramp. Eddie is covered in blood at this point. Eddie! I don't know if Eddie knows where he is. Oh, Eddie may be showing he's got a little bit of that intensity as well. Doing his DDT dance as blood is coating him. Eddie gets poked in the eye. There's some blood there on the Chocobo Forest. The green is getting stained red. Eddie with his little walk-up enziguri takes Milon down, but Milon wrestles him back. And more nastiness as the scythe comes out, scraping across the beautiful face of the bard. Eddie throwing Milon into the exploding landmine in the corner. Milon no-sells it. Milon does not care. Even though they're in the ropes, it's a legal move. Not going to get broken up. But Milon, of course, does not submit. Milon once again explodes in the corner. Undaunted. Stomping various parts of the bard's body. Delivering a low blow to the bard's bards. Eddie in this position because he lost 2 matches in a row, once as part of the tag team with Edge. Nice little monkey flip out of the corner, though, after exploding Milon. Maybe Milon will submit. Maybe that's enough for Milon. Maybe he's ready to tap out. And then Eddie lost to his partner, Edge. And this cannot be good for Eddie, though. Eddie reverses out of, I believe, what was going to be the fall flat specialty of Milon. Nails a very minor kick. Milon, I don't even think, registered it. And once again, Milon, an entire bag of tricks being dug into and used repeatedly. Oh, no. The doorbell of the mansion is ringing over and over again. And Eddie lands the DDT and then tells us about it and then dances about it. And another low blow. That's, I think, the 5th low blow of the match that Eddie has endured. Oh, and then the back-breaking, the entire weight of that Earth Fiend just pulling you down, and then you land on his bent knees. Eddie lands a jab that takes Milon down. Eddie celebrates. Both wrestlers taking a lot of damage, and this is Harp Song. Can Eddie escape from the mansion? Eddie, don't dance, go for the pin. That's your finisher. Eddie lands the Harp Song, dances, and picks Milon back up. That could be the biggest error of the night. We'll see if it comes back to cost him. Second Harp Song. Second Harp Song. And now Eddie going for the pin. This could be the upset of the night right here, right now. It's over. Eddie has escaped from the mansion. Eddie has done it. Back-to-back Harp Songs. The dancing, it all goes together. Yes, Eddie. Well done, young man. Ah, excellent. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Solaris? Here to see Eddie with the upset win. Double Harp Song. Free Enterprise players in the audience. Double Harp Song. Imagine you go to the harp, you do Cape Magnus, you wipe, you get to hear it again. Double Harp Song. Let's pay off the prediction. 91% of the waves on Milon, 9% on Eddie. Eddie, the winner. I would have put all my synth waves on Milon. Eddie lost the tag match. Eddie lost the one-on-one, and then emerges victorious from the mansion. I think that's good for Eddie, of course, but I think whoever the next victim, the next guest at the mansion is going to be, I think Milon's going to turn it up a notch. 22,000 go to Solaris and Jay Brunter. Congratulations, YouTube. Believing in the Bard. B-I-B. Well, I hope you enjoyed this evening of FFPW. I certainly did. Those were fun matches. I'm enjoying the rebirth of our federation. We saw the Elements win against Sid and Tellah. We saw Balnab get his most impressive victory so far, defeating the Turtle. We saw Jan getting the victory in the three-way. We saw EG put up a semi-respectable time. Let's actually take a real quick look at the leaderboard. She had a 5:02. So 5:02, okay. On the outer fringe of respectability. I mean, she beat Clobberdorf. Still not as good as Jobberdorf, so okay. Not super great. But definitely better than her partner last week. And then we saw what we just saw, which I recapped already. I think we will see more of Milon's Maniacal Mansion. We'll see if we can get a victory in his own house. Will Eddie be the high watermark opponents in the mansion? That was impressive by the Bard. That would have been a rough night for Eddie to lose 3 in a row. He knew he didn't want to do that. All right, but yeah, that is it for me. Let's see if we have a raid target. I may be back on with kind of a cameraless stream for the community race. My guess is probably not, though. My guess is probably not. A little late for me. I can do them occasionally, as you've seen me. 10 o'clock here on the East Coast, but we're going to raid over to Inven, who's doing Final Fantasy VII Remaster, I believe. Kind of the only related person on my list. So I can't promise anything in the future, but I will point out that the name of this league is Final Fantasy Pro Wrestling, not Final Fantasy IV Pro Wrestling. Just saying. Let's see what kind of characters Inven has going on in Final Fantasy VII. Perhaps one day we'll branch out. Thank you all for hanging out. Really appreciate the company. And what's up, Pancras? I'm gonna have to educate myself on Astos, and then we'll make some decisions. But everyone, enjoy the rest of your night. Say hi to Inven. If you're racing in the community race, good luck. Pancras, I need you to start streaming. Maybe you have, and I missed it. I need you to start streaming some Red Moon seeds so I can learn what to do, because I don't know what to do yet. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your night and your weekend. See you next time.
And you two must be very, very
Hey,
special
Cork,
people.
thanks for the raid.
In that case, welcome to the Moogle Emporium. I'm the owner, Moggy. You must not